Okay, yeah, I will link it to you right away. Bleached Bones hasn't locked in, so you're not going to miss anything just yet. And there it is. As soon as Bleached Bones locks in, we're going to be able to find out what these first picks and bans are. I'm pretty excited, man. Pretty excited about this. There is that lock-in, so we are going to be having this this third and final best of 3, and this is really what we were hoping for. Honestly, was really close series, and we're getting it, man. So, you know, Bleached Bones playing well, but 25.media.tumblr going, you know, tit for tat with them. They're playing really well as well, and the first bans are going to be the same as last time for both these two teams. Unholy Decay and Destruction Warlock going to be the bans.
I want them actually to pick Shadow instantly, and maybe go Shadow play instead of the Red. They're going to go Red, and Rest of Shaman gets picked in.
Okay, so what do you think is the next ban here for Bleached Bones? Do you think it's the Survival Hunter? And I mean, as far as the bans coming out from 25.media.tumblr, do you think it's just going to be the BM Hunter once again?
Maybe Demo. I mean, Demo did a lot of DPS. If they're going to play with the Rest of Shaman, Demo did a crushing.
Yeah, but bans, not picks. We're on the second ban.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bans for Bleached Bones. I think they're going to ban maybe the Demo.
Oh, you think they're going to ban Demo? Okay, well, Survival is the ban, BM is the ban. Okay, so it is, you know, it's what I thought. So it is going to be the Survival Hunter getting banned out, which makes sense. Yawns has been doing so well on that. Now the question is just, you know, what are they going to change up? Is Yawns just going to come out as Marks, or are they just going to do Marks Demo, which is definitely a possibility. But I mean, I think we're just going to see the same setup from Bleached Bones. It worked for them last time. But I mean, do you think they're going to be confident playing against that when there is obviously, you know, Tremor and everything coming out from the Shaman? You know, do you think that they're going to be able to kill him as easily as they killed the Hunter?
I think so, actually.
Yeah.
I think maybe nothing fierce, but just silence and just one-shot him. I mean, that's what happened. They didn't really have any like fierce on him.
Yeah.
There was no any good chances here, just like a silence and a hodge, and Jans was just dying instantly. And wow, we're seeing Rogue coming in.
Assassination Rogue. I did not expect that at all. This is not something I think we've seen picked even once from 25.media.tumblr. I didn't even know.
I think they picked it once.
Did they?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I didn't even know that that was a real thing, or if they just, you know, put it up there. But anyway, with that coming out, I mean, I'm guessing it's gonna be Affliction Warlock. I think we're gonna see RLS actually, which is weird, but I don't know, man. Maybe it'll work.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard because if they get triple house and stunlocks into the sweat, he's gonna die quite fast.
That's true, but I think, yeah, so it's RLS, which I thought it was going to be, but I actually think that I would not want to be playing RLS against this, man. I don't know. I think that your Rogue could be killed very easily. I think that everyone on your team can die pretty easily to Bleached Bones' team, and sure, I mean, they can try to go on Svet, but I don't think you can rush down a Shaman when he has Bop, you know, and Freedom and Sack to remove all the dots twice, and Aura Mastery to remove Garrote, and Shields and Grip. I don't know, man. There's just so much CC coming out from Bleached Bones.
Yeah, I just said it to be supportive, man. I just said it to be supportive. I think Bleached Bones can take this one.
Yeah,
quite easily.
I feel like RLS is not very good against this setup.
But
so
they have been surprising us a lot. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess they just felt like they couldn't play Hunter Warlock without Survival Hunter. That has to be the reason. But
or maybe they just felt were like, we can't win versus this comp with our this comp, so let's try the sub comps.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You know, if you're not feeling confident.
But I mean, it was really close games, so
yeah,
I think this is a worse comp for them.
Yeah, so do I, but maybe we're wrong. And one thing, you know, that's going for them is they do have that element of surprise, but I'm just not sure who the target is even going to be. I mean, maybe try to go on Zuniaki, you know, limit his orb generation and try to really shut him down. What do you think about something like that? I mean, do you think that they can do that, or do you think they really try to rush down the Shaman? Because if they only have to rush down the Shaman, I don't think that's going to work at all.
I think everyone for them is actually killable. I mean, Red Palace can die. Shadow Priest can die as well. I mean, they can kill anything. But I think the Shaman swaps, if they can actually get good Shaman swaps, which I think they can because they're a team with real sick synergy, as they actually land stuff perfectly, so they can actually do it, like Howl into Kidney on the Shaman. I think they're going to be able to pull it off. If they play great, and if it's possible with their RLS, like, I'm not even sure if it's possible for them to win versus comp. As I've never seen these matchups against each other, but if it's possible for them, I think they can pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, I think anything's possible. They can, of course, win, but I think it's definitely going to be very, very hard. And I did just get word from the admin, so Hydra's team is going to have lost that match, so that is another loss for them. Because they weren't ready on time, and their team was not here, and blah blah blah. So another loss for Hydra's team, and that's going to go down as a 2-0-2-0 as far as the records go, I do believe. So we are going to still have a number more matches. I mean, this is only actually our second series of the day because we had some delays with Hydra's team, and now this match has been going pretty long games. So we still have 2 full series left after this, man. So we got a lot more games to be played. And remember, guys, we are going to have Bleached Bones versus second place coming up very shortly. I do believe it might actually be the next series, which would be kind of the marquee matchup from the blue group, from their group that is Snuts, Benruki, Soda, Kiz, and Krill are second place. They started off 0-2, but I don't think that's really indicative of how they're going to do in this tournament as long as all their players are here.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's going to be here. If I was Benruki and them, I would be quite pissed. That's nuts.
Yeah. Me too, man. But, I mean, Snuts, I'm sure he had his reasons and everything, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
I was hanging with guys.
If they think Snuts is not going to take it serious, they always have the option to replace him. So, they can always do that. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I would really be surprised if he missed any more games. I think that would really surprise me. So I'm sure everything's going to be fine. I'm sure he's going to be here on time and blah blah blah, and they're going to be able to play. But we will find out. But yeah, regardless, that is the reason that Jim Lee was on Hydra's team, and the reason that I was saying that he can replace if they want is that with the league, you can replace 1 player per month. So if you're having a problem with a player showing up, or you're just not getting along with a player, or so on and so forth, or you think, oh god, our comp sucks, we were wrong, then you can swap someone out, and you can do that once a month.
That's cool, man. I think it's a really good thing.
Yeah.
Because say like you play first a few games and you're like, Shadow Priest doesn't work out. If you actually just had like 1 hunter, we could just run all these comps and it would be so much better for us.
Yeah. Well, and I think even another thing, you start and then someone gets a new job, or they have to move, or they're having internet problems, or they get a new girlfriend and they're not WoW anymore. Blah 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 blah. There's lots of things that come up just with everyday life. That sometimes means one of your teammates isn't going to be around very much. So I think it is a good rule to have in that you can swap someone out. It doesn't even have to be about issues or being pissed at someone or anything like that. It can just be regular stuff. So I think it's a good rule to have.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So this is going to be the third and final best of 3 here, guys. It is going to be Bleached Bones going up against 25.media.tumblr. And we are going to see exactly what happens here. This is going to be very interesting. RLS was never something I was expecting. And I don't think anyone was really expecting this. So we'll find out. This rogue is stealth, so I can't actually add him. Oh, shoot. Do you know his name? Can you spell it out for me so I can add him?
Well, I'm going to write it on Skype or something like that.
You can just say it.
So high tech.
Oh, okay.
Quailen Hoker. Something like that.
Okay, well.
Quailen Hoker.
You have to tell me the letters. Because I don't know how.
I'm just going to write it.
Okay.
I think it's like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you think I could have spelled that out?
Yeah, you just typed it out, so you could just use your mouth and say the letters.
No. Well, I don't know. Too much work, man.
Alright, well, anyway, we're going to be getting this going. The countdown has begun. It is going to be 10 seconds or so remaining until we can get it going.
That laziness from World of Warcraft coming in handy.
Alright, there we go. Countdown is beginning. Oh my god, they started that really fast. So we have RLS from 25.media.tumblr going up against the Shadow Priest Resto Shaman here from Bleached Bones. And we do have that AoE team stealth coming in now. for 25.media Tumblr. We're going to see what they can get done here. I think they need to have a great opener to be able to start it off, but they're not even going to be able to sap because the Demon Gate is actually in their LOS, so I don't know how they're going to want to start this off. And there is that opener right now from this Rogue. The Rogue actually going to open up directly onto Svetozarov, and there's the Hex coming out onto Zunyaki. It's going to be dispelled though, but he actually catches the UA dispel, so Svetozarov could be in some trouble here early on. He's already down to about half HP, but he does land a big heal on himself. Zunyaki does get howled off there as well. Foxita does have his Demon Soul up. He's putting out some big pressure here onto Kara, but Kara has popped his Guardian. And I mean, now the damage can be swapped over onto Zunyaki here. We can see Foxita spreading dots well. Maybe they want to get back onto Svetozarov, but I'm not sure. It looks like they're going to go hard on this
look at
Kara.
Shadows, man. Yeah, and Shadows is just dropping in. He has to just go back, and I feel like he can't do anything without Dance. He can't really get those good swaps.
Well, he's
and here's a blinded Svet, so they're going to... he's going to get bopped on that, so nothing major is actually being forced. And Wings being popped by Kara, and a few seconds left of them, but nothing real big is happening right now. But blind has been used, so that's something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's actually not subtly, so he can't even dance. You know, he is playing he's just playing Assassination, so it's going to be much more consistent damage. But Foxita is in a lot of trouble here. There's a full Hex onto Wersano. Foxita ports out of there, uses his healing cooldowns, and now the swap comes in here onto Shadows, onto this Rogue, and he's going to be taking a lot of damage at the same time. He's putting out some decent pressure onto Kara, but you know, really things are looking kind of rough for this RLS so far. He's going to have to pull back here once again. Will he gate out of there? No, he's not going to. There's that Paralytic Stun coming out on Kara. Kara actually getting down half HP. Full Fear on Zunyaki. It's going to be dispelled off. Kara does get top back off. He did use his shield wall there. He's rebuffing as well. We have the push out here. Now the Haliterra comes out there. We can see the trinket from Foxita. Foxita actually going to decide to trinket that. And there's the silence onto Wersano. They're going to go hard here onto Kara once again. The Howl comes out. There's a grow onto Svetozarov. Svetozarov going to get gripped back into the middle. He pops his stone form. Kara, though, in a lot of trouble. Kara just sacked off the UA and got down to 20% HP. Zunyaki set that full Hex. Now he's going to be DR feared off that. Kidney Shot comes in here as well onto Svetozarov. Freedom comes out as well, but it's at the same time as the Kidney, so it's really not going to do anything for him.
Yeah, and Blank Says comes after that because they went on Dance, so it's kind of be bad for him. But look at his burst coming into Svet, but he's going to be fine for now because all the offense. But Zunyaki as well, he's on 3% mana. He might even have the disperse defensively. And he has a Spirit Link as well.
And Demon Soul's back up.
A lot.
Demon Soul's back up, and there's the Haliterra. Tremor goes down, but full Demon Soul loss on the entire team. Foxita burns, getting the pressure rolling here. There's the Hodge onto the Rogue. The Rogue actually was able to advance it. And there's the Kidney Shot on Svetozarov. He's going to have to trinket it. The bomb comes out. Kara low, Zunyaki low. Everyone really hurting here. This RLS really looking good, but the wings have been popped. They're going to swap it over on Wersano. There's a silence. He's going to have to trigger that. DP comes in as well. Wersano going to be in a lot of trouble. Healing Tide goes down. But will it be enough? He's down to 20%. He's going to have to gate out of there. But now he's gated away from his Healing Tide. But it looks like he's going to be okay back behind the pillar. But look at Svetozarov. He may just go down. He may get killed by the Rogue. But at the same time, Foxita trying to finish off Kara. There's the bubble coming in. He needs a Soul Drain. He needs to get that up, but he's not doing it. I think he could have killed him, but he didn't go for it. He tried to finish off Kara, but at the same time, Bubble's going to end right now. They can go back on Kara. Kara, 20% HP. Will Foxita be able to turn it around on him? He needs to get the dots up onto him.
Wow, that was such a risky move, running in when actually Svet was actually being still tunneled. And still he actually managed to live. Good communication, actually being able to stay so offensive while he's being tunneled all the time. But Svet's still in so much trouble. He doesn't have anything available now. Zunyaki is stuck in a fear. He gets CS as well. Svet just in so much trouble. He's actually doing real good with mana, even though he's being tunneled all game. And he's stuck in a Kidney here. Things are real turning bad here. Fear into Zunyaki, triple CC, Hex into Kara, and he's on 30% HP. I don't see him living for much longer if they keep this up. Shadow Blast is being popped as well, and Rogue's Shadows is being disarmed, trying to peel him up. Rogue, he's gonna get this ball immediately. He's just sitting on that Shaman. The blue is the target, and he's never gonna get off that blue.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a good job. He's just tunneling away into him. There's that Haliterra. You know, the Kidney comes in onto Kara. They're going to go hard on Kara. Kara popping that wall. He's going to be in some trouble here. And we can see that he's taking quite a bit of damage. Svetozarov still dotted up, so they could make a swap back over on him. Zunyaki getting locked out there once again, but this Rogue, you know, has to be careful. And all it takes is one burst here from the Shadow Priest, you know, and he can finish someone off. So, you know, they're definitely looking good, but they're not out of the woods just yet. And because they are going on that Shaman, he's going to have high mana. And here's that DP. The silence comes in after that. And I think Wersano is just going to get absolutely destroyed here. And 10% HP, 6% HP, 5%. Yep, there it goes. That is that Wersano. It's absolutely destroyed there. The Hodge into the silence. Nothing he can do about that. Never got out of it to use the link. And Bleached Bones is going to claim that first game. And I think that, honestly, you know, Foxita, had he been on Svet at that one time, you know, Svet was at 10% HP, but he was on Kara and he forced a bubble. But had he just been on that Shaman, I think they would have actually killed.
I think so too, and there was also something else. I think if his Shadow Dance sub, it's just gonna be way better because they didn't really have those too many good swaps. I think if they had the Shadow Dance available, they could have done way more.
Maybe,
that's just my thought.
I honestly think assassination isn't bad. Like, to me,
it's not bad. You only have vanishes, so you don't have Shadow Dance every 1 minute.
But the thing is with me, it's like, because okay, dance. If you're playing sub, it's all about swaps. It's all about those little burst opportunities, right? And what's better to shut down burst opportunities than like a triple healer type team? You know, they just heal for a little bit during that, throw it a wog, throw it a sack, whatever, and then that's done. Whereas assassination is putting out consistent pressure the whole game. He's actually doing quite good DPS and quite good pressure. So I actually think assassination isn't a bad choice versus this triple healer type team.
Well, that's your opinion. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. I was just looking for swaps, because if they had more swaps opportunities, they could have ended the game, I think. Because there wasn't really enough chances into Svet. If there was like a cheap shot into Garrett, into Kidney, stuff like that, I think he would have died much earlier. And also being like doing, for example, a cheap shot into that, setting up, going into Svet. I think it would be a lot better.
Well, who knows? Anyway, we're going to find out exactly what happens. It is going to be Runes of Lordran as the map pick here for 25 Media Tumblr. They have to win 2 straight now. Bleached Bones has battled back, and they have put themselves in the match point position.
Yeah, and what a comeback, actually.
Yeah, definitely, man. They're definitely looking good. So the gates have open. We can zone on in. And Bleached Bones may be able to take it. We're going to find out right here. But, you know, 25 Media Tumblr was really close to getting a kill multiple times in that last game. So, you know, we're going to have to see Warsano playing extremely safe, like ridiculously safe, actually, if he wants to stay alive. And it's going to be tough because every time they go to him with a Hodge Silence, you know, you can only ever get out of 1. They're really going to have to be able to be ready to break that up. And I think a lot of it's going to come down to Foxita. He's going to have to be the one shutting down that damage when that Hodge comes in. He needs to lock out the Shadow Priest. He needs to fear the Ret. He needs to really do his best to stop that damage.
Yeah. I think so too. And maybe the Restoration pick wasn't the most idle healer here. But now they're stuck with it, and they're gonna have to deal with it. So we're gonna see. Maybe sit on the gateway as well on the silence and use it instantly. I think that should be something they should look into. Using the gateway maybe a bit better. They used it good, but maybe they could have done it a little bit better. Maybe some adjustments.
Yeah, I mean, if you camp the gate, you can gate on silence, which is really, really nice. And gate is really a great counter to two silence coming out of Shadow Priest. So, you know, Warsano is definitely gonna have to be aware of that and probably just sit on gateway the entire game. So, he's gonna have to be really, really careful.
Because overall, their team is actually winning.
Well, they were losing on mana. They were winning on pressure, but they were losing on mana, to be fair. So, who knows? We're going to find out. Anyway, it is 20 seconds until this game is going to get going. 25 Media Tumblr needs to win this one if they want to stay alive. They were ahead early on in the series, but now Bleached Bones, having battled back, is up 1-0 in the final best of 3. So, let's find out. Countdown going to be starting off here. And yeah, we're going to be seeing this gateway going down immediately from Foxita. He should be able to get that, you know, every time, and he is going for that gateway right now. You know, I wonder, you know, if it would be better to get the gateway later and try to get the sap for the early start. Wow, he actually got the sap anyway. Svetozarov is going to be sapped off, so they're going to have a perfect opener here. At least they should. There's the Garrote on Svetozarov. He got full dots out. There's the Howl Tear coming out, but the Howl only hits Svetozarov, unfortunately. The Kidney Shot comes in there as well. Big damage on Svetozarov. We can see there's a disarm coming out onto this rogue. Aura Mastery going up there for Svet. He's trying to get as many heals out as he can, but he gets Parastun. Big heals coming in from both his hybrids, though. Now all the cooldowns being popped here. We can see Foxita taking quite a bit of damage there from that Ret Guardian Pet. But Kara down to 30% HP. He's in some trouble. Maybe
he popped Guardian Wings here, so they're gonna looking actually targeting shadows. He's using Cloak here, he's using Health Stun. He's gonna be fine for now. He also used Trinket, and there's full stun into Kara. Well, you see these are up. He's taking a lot of pressure here. No CC into Svet, but he's still gonna be in trouble. Pops the shield wall. He drops to 30%. Blind comes in a bit late, maybe. I don't know if it was the art. Gets Hex as well, and here's Garrett into Kara. I think he has the bubble here. Maybe he's on 40% HP. He's gonna try to get out behind the pillar, and he's gonna be able to heal himself. So he's not gonna have to bubble right now. Nice job by him actually pulling back there. Tremor's gonna be forced there as well. Nice Howl Terror.
and Shadow's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have Cloak available, and he doesn't have Trinket as well. Sunset to Versana. Shadow's in so much trouble. He's on 15% HP. DP's ticking on him, and he's just gonna go down.
Wow, that is a disappointing end to that series there. Versana was there, but unable to get the link or anything off on him. Really unfortunate, because honestly, you know, they did force quite a bit of defensive cooldowns. You know, there was a bop that came out on Svet, and I wasn't really sure what it was from, or what it was for. But anyway, Bleached Bones going to take it 2-0 in this final best of 3, and they are going to be able to take this series. So 2-1, it ended up being what I predicted, not in the way I predicted it would happen, but it did end up being that 2-1 victory overall for Bleached Bones. So a well-played series by them. You know, they looked a little bit shaky at the start, but they got stronger and stronger throughout the series. You know, losing that first series, you know, pretty handily, and then the second one, you know, they lost the first game, but they were able to battle back and take it. And now this third one, they look dominant. So you know, the rules have been reversed, and they're going to be able to claim this victory.
Yeah, and Bleached Bones proving they're super strong. And I mean, taking down 25.media.tumblr was hard. They're probably one of the strongest teams actually in this tournament. That's what I say actually, because they're being able to play so good every game. I have nothing more to say, man. They're just playing really good. But Shadows actually overlapped a lot of cities. He popped Trinket, he popped Cloak, and he used Helpstone.
Yeah.
I don't think that was necessary.
Yeah, I think his Cloak was definitely way too preemptive.
Well, Versana wasn't CC'd as well, so
yeah.
I was surprised. Like, he got hodged and he immediately just popped everything in high HP. Maybe we got a bit scared, or misclick or something like that, but kinda can't misclick so much defensive cities. And that's why they actually just tunneled him and killed him. But as well, Versana had Trinket available and Spirit Link, so miscommunications, I guess. But he was behind a pillar with 15% HP, and then he just dropped to the Mantler or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the DP dot was still ticking and everything, so a lot of damage still coming out. But anyway, guys, we are going to be taking a short little musical break, and we're going to be going on into the next series. And I think it's going to be 25.media.tumblr versus USA, as long as you know, USA is ready. If not, we're going to be doing Bleached Bones versus second place first, and then we'll have that other game last. And I will find out about that for you guys, and as soon as I know, I will let you know. So stick with us, guys. We will be right back.